In this video, I'll show you how to measure isometrics using our software. First of all, you have to go to the right tab up here. I'll select isometrics, and before we start recording, I'll have to select which mode I want to be in. You can also do it after a recording, but let's do it before, and you can select standard mode or advanced mode. Standard mode only has peak force for left and right. Advanced mode has up to 42 metrics. The reason why you would only do standard mode is because you have to be more strict in the way you perform the test in advanced mode. If you want to get stuff like RFD and time to peak and such, you have to be very strict, and you have to place the limb on the device and then keep it steady before pushing maximally. In this video, I'll show you how to do it on some force plates. You can also do it via our GroinMate or CableMate devices. I have already connected to the plates, and I'll select advanced mode this time. And I have my colleague Mathias lying on the floor next to me, ready to do an ash test. You can see him right here. Are you ready, Mathias?
Yep.
Cool. I'll press start recording, and he has to let go of the plates, and that will zero the plates right now. That's it. You can place your hand on the plates. We'll start just with the right hand. And you see a dashed line up here, and he weighs with this limb around 1 kilogram. And so I have to set this minimum force threshold to a correct value. And that will be a value that's above his limb weight, which is 1 kilogram here, so maybe 2 or 3, that's fine. It makes sure that we don't falsely measure any trials. If you're doing something where you're standing on the plates, like for instance an isometric mid-thigh pull, then you want to push this up to above your own body weight. So if you weigh 80 kilograms, you probably want to set it to 90 or 100 kilograms. I think 3 or 4, maybe 4 kilograms for this test is just fine, maybe 3. And once you're ready, Mathias, you have your hand on the plate and you keep it steady, very stable. Once ready, then you press maximally. All right, that's it. And keep it for a few seconds, that's fine, and down again. Let's do your left hand as well. Place it on the, yeah, that's fine. And when you're ready, you go again maximally, that's it. And that's it, and stop. And also with both at the same time. And once ready, you go. That's it. And stop. And you can see it detected 3 of them. If I turn up this minimum force threshold above what was maximally recorded in force, then none of the trials get detected. But if I turn it down, then you start seeing them appearing once they get below the peak force of those values. So right around here, that's the right minimum force you want to choose. Now they all 3 get detected. And now I can press view results. And the first one has peak force of 9 kilograms and RFD as well. And you can choose between or select your favorite metrics that you want to watch right here. If I press select metrics, it opens up this view, and you can select whatever you want to favorite. I can maybe toggle between the different trials right here. And if I select to discard one trial, maybe this one wasn't any good, now it won't get saved. I can then restore the trial like this, and it will get saved. In this one I can also see symmetry, because I had both right and left hands on the plates at the same time. You can still choose whatever metrics you would like here. You can also search for them if you find there's too many and it's difficult to find the one you need. Maybe force steadiness is the one I want, like this. Yeah, we can also view the force curve as well. Notice that, or at least I noticed that in his first repetition, or the second one, actually there was a bit of halt, like he started pressing a bit and then started pressing much. And I think the onset got detected up here, which is not that good. You probably want the onset detected right around the beginning of the curve where it starts to bend. So I'd actually tell Mathias to do this trial again, just to make sure that he pressed maximally in the beginning. Otherwise, like stuff like RFD won't be correctly measured. That's what I mean by when you choose the advanced mode of this, then you have to be very strict with the form of your clients, otherwise the numbers won't make any sense. And that's why many people actually just prefer using the standard mode, because even though it only measures peak force, that's actually plenty enough for most people, and it doesn't require you to be that strict in your form. Anyways, I want to save these 3 trials, so I'll press Save Data, and you can save to the cloud. I already have myself right here, made in the cloud. I also have, I can also save to Excel, and I can also save that as a raw CSV file. If I want to save in the cloud, for instance, then I choose which exercise I just did, or test type. I have different ones here that I made. You can make more or delete them in the cloud. They are just names for the test. You can name them whatever you want yourself. I have ASH test typed in here, that's fine. And I'll press save. And it's stored in the cloud.